at this point in time, I don't really know what to make of Andre Dirrell. Now, as far as a draw, he can be an exciting fighter if he wants to, but it's not in him. He's a boxer. He's a good boxer. What is he? 24-1 with 16 KOs. Only lost to Carl the Cobra Froch. You should know why. It's because, well, got some of that, as they say, that hometown cooking. I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Andre Dirrell defeated a guy by the name of Dereck Edwards. Dereck Edwards was the guy who scored the upset over Bottle Jack. And basically, it was a boring-ass fight where Dereck Edwards just pretty much got his ass beat. Now, they're going to go to, right now, the fight just ended. I just started doing this video, like, before the fight even ended, because it's just like, it's like this, right? He fought one time in 2009, one time in 2010. Remember, that's when he had like that nerve issue with off Abraham hitting him behind the head. Then you had one time in 2011. He didn't fight at all in 2012. One time in 2013, and he had some beef with his promoter at the time, SMS, 50 Cent. And now he's an Al Heyman fighter and basically getting himself back on track to whereas, and he fought 3 times this year and he's 31 years old. So right now he's the number 2 contender for Carl Froch's IBF title at 168 pounds. Will he fight Carl Froch? No, Carl Froch will probably be gone because Carl Froch, once Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., then most likely right after that, he'll be fighting James DeGALE because he has to, if he's still around. Listen, Dereck Edwards landed one jab the whole fight. 1 of 29, 3%. Total overall, listen, I'm going to let you hear it, guys. Oh, God, this is crazy. I'm going to let you hear it yourself. And that's the Al Heyman way. Like, he's got so many fighters that have to have big years in 2015.
The numbers show us why.
They all set up for titles, though. But listen.
We talked about that one lonely jab, that's all. That's the fight according to show stat that the Edwards landed. And, the power punches at 46% for Dirrell impressive.
I'm waiting for him to start talking. But until he grabbed the mic, I'm going to say that, is he one of the best 168 pounders? As far as skill, yes. Who's better between him and his brother? He is. Who's more exciting? His brother. Who's going to most likely get the bigger fights? His brother, meaning Anthony Dirrell. But Andre Dirrell, I guess, he has to have a fight and a big fight. Now, will he be moving up to 175 pounds? Because, like Al Heyman has the Charlo brothers. One Charlo fighting at 154. I think that's Jamel. Then the other one's going to most likely be moving up to 160 instead of keeping them in the same division where fans are going to say, why don't this one fight that one? So you got Anthony Dirrell, who right now is the 168-pound WBC champion. He's not the recognized champion. Andre Ward technically is the recognized champion, but Andre Ward don't fight. So you might as well say Carl Froch is the recognized champion. Just scratch Andre Ward off your list. Let's just act like in boxing he's retired and he doesn't even exist, and there's no such thing as the WBA 168-pound super middleweight title. Let's just scratch that out. But my bad. But you got Anthony Dirrell, who will be taking on George Groves. If Anthony Dirrell decides to go over to the UK, it could be a big, big fight, but I doubt that's going to happen. Thank you, Al Heyman. And now you got I just don't know, because you got Andre Dirrell, who's cool with Adonis Stevenson. I just don't know. I don't know. Please subscribe. T-Street Controversy, RealCombatMedia.com. I cover every single major fight live. Let me see. I'm a little bit behind, so let me see how far I can go before we can hear the post-fight interview. Okay, yeah, listen, let's listen.
Very much. Andre, congratulations to you.
Please subscribe. Please subscribe.
You used your left hand repeatedly tonight. What was the decision?
I do interviews and shit too.
to go lefty all night?
Well, first off, I want to thank the almighty man above, God, for another victory.
He was beating this dude ass.
I want to thank Canada for allowing me to come here and put on this performance. I want to thank Al Hammond, and I want to thank Showtime. I appreciate
Thank you
everybody.
so much.
Y'all showed me nothing but tremendous support, and I plan on, if I ever get a chance to come back to Canada, I guarantee you I'll put on the show. And with
your left hand.
And with what you said, as far as fighting southpaw, I want to perfect my craft as far as doing southpaw. I didn't give up the right hand stance, but I worked profusely from the southpaw stance. And all I can say is I was shooting the left hand profusely. I was working on my strength. This boy got a tough head, man. We all seen that tonight. You know, I'm not going to doubt my power one bit. He was just a guy that can take a punch, so I'll take that. All glory be to God, and I'm going to walk away with that victory.
You told Anthony between the 11th and 12th round that you hurt your left hand. Did you break it or hurt your knuckle? What happened?
It's not an excuse because I can continue to hit him with my left hand regardless of the fact that my knuckle right here, it was just hurting. You know, it was hurting. But it wasn't bad enough to where I couldn't throw it. I was gonna throw it regardless of my adrenaline. That's the adrenaline, that's a fight in me. You know, but like I said, this boy can take a punch. You know, and I spar with a lot of tough guys for this camp, and I hurt every one of them. I'm talking about even light heavyweights, man. You know, so like I said, with that being said, I was hitting everything but the kitchen sink, but he was eating every punch.
Where would you assess you are in your comeback?
I'm getting there. You know, I'm proud of my performance. It was a tough 12 rounds. You know, and that was my first 12 rounder. You know, so it was a tough 12 rounds. I put on quite a performance. You know, I want to thank my grandmama for always keeping the Lord in my corner. You know what I'm saying? And praying for me every step of the way. So, Grandma, I love you. Thanks for having G.O.D. holding it down.
And you didn't have your grandpa Leon with you for your first fight.
I didn't. He wasn't allowed to come to Canada, this beautiful country, but he was with me in spirit. You know, I fought to the best of my abilities, and I know he was with me, like I said. And to my grandfather, I love you. I can't wait to get back home to see you for Christmas. You know, all the best.
Final thought. You lost to Carl Froch. I know you'd like a rematch. You now become the mandatory. What do you assess the chances of that realistically happening?
James DeGale's the mandatory. He's the mandatory after James DeGale.
I believe that he's scared to fight me. It's too risky of a fight for him to take. You know what I'm saying? But with
it's
that
not no
said,
money.
I'm
It's not pay-per-view.
To the best of my ability to get that fight with Carl Froch. He's a tough European. He's won the championship. He's lost it. He's won it. He's lost it. So if he wants to go out with a victory and retire, he has the option to do that. With all glory be to him. But honestly, there's a fight on his record, and there's a win on his record that is questionable to everybody in the world. And that fight was with me. I'll deem it cheated, but never defeated. You know, I'll take that one loss in stride. Like I said, give me the rematch. Prove to your fans that you beat me and try and do it again. Hey, I'm a tough warrior. He might have lasted the whole 12 rounds. You might have stopped him, but I ain't no George Groves, baby. 7 in the ring with Andre Dirrell. You're going to see what this is all about.
Andre, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Morrow, back to you.
All right, Jim, just to clarify, he does become...
Please subscribe.